Hello witches, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luca, and today I am just doing another little speed build for you all. I thought today we could review the Basement Treasures Kit. And since I'm not really that great at doing like a full in-depth review, I thought I could just do a quick little speed build and then talk about my thoughts and the processes and just how I felt using the new content. This little kit here was released alongside the Greenhouse Haven kit, so I will be giving that one a go as well, but I thought I would just start with this one because this one really caught my eye because it has a lot of really run down, really just like old broken pieces of furniture, and clearly it is obviously used for basements, you know, given the name, but I could definitely see this kit being used in a lot of different builds, such as like rundown starter homes, thrift stores, junk stores, like junk shops, like all the builds that I really do enjoy doing myself. I know we aren't, at least the majority of the community, aren't super excited about kits. However, I'm actually kind of here for them. I think they're really fun because it is a little bit cheaper. Like that's one good perk. But on the other hand, since I'm a builder, they are going to appeal to me a lot more just because I build. And sometimes you don't need all that extra gameplay and creative sim stuff. You just want a pack that's specifically for decorating your houses. And that's what this is for. That's what these kits are primarily for. And yeah, I think this one's a really, really good one. I'm not going to lie. But in this build here, I am just building a kind of downstairs kind of basement apartment kind of vibe. I wanted this to be like, you know, maybe they rent it out once in a while, but at this current time, it's not really being used. It's kind of just like, you know, a storage place. Also, if you hear noises in the background, just forgive us. We're cleaning our house today, me and my boyfriend. Yes, we're doing some cleaning, and I just needed to take a quick break to record this voiceover. But yeah, I am only using base game and the Basement Treasures Kit in this speed build, and this will be available on the gallery. I just need to remember to upload it. I have a really bad habit of forgetting to upload builds to the gallery, but I started with just a little, you know, thrifty, almost 70s vibe kitchen. Like, I feel like that's what this is. It's like kind of a time capsule down here because a lot of this stuff's really old, and that's like the vibe of this you know, this kit is that it's supposed to be, you know, like old thrifty, like old objects that have just been in the basement for a long time. I am so happy that we got a new couch. Oh my goodness. You know, anytime we get couches or anything like that, like major pieces of furniture, I love so much. This one just has a lot of character. It's got some texture to it. It has like little, you know, cloths. Oh my gosh, I just hit my cup. There's just cloths draped over it. I don't know. It just kind of gives me vibe of like, you know, the sloppy like furniture stuff in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It kind of gives me that vibe, and I love it so much. This kit didn't come with a whole lot of like furniture. It was more decor, but I'm actually kind of okay with that because I've just been really craving and really needing some clutter that's specifically for like, you know, cluttering up homes, particularly, you know, like rundown and thrifty styled homes, which I am very much so into. But it also came with a really nice wallpaper. It's supposed to be like kind of like an older kind of looking, I don't know what it was called actually. Oh no, I forget what it's called. Some kind of plaster. That's what it was called, I think. But yeah, I really like it. It's got some texture to it. It has like some nice wood tones. We always need new stuff. And then there is this rug that's actually like stains and cracks or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to play around with it some more, but it has this really cool swatch that actually makes it look like there's some like leakage from the wall. I thought that was kind of cool. The coffee table has some beautiful texture. Like, I'm going to use this coffee table so much. It has like rings from like cups. It's got like some chips and some scrapes. It has some really nice swatches. Honestly, all in all, really liked that. I did change up the vibe down here because it was just, I don't know, bright walls in a basement just seemed like off to me. I like my basements to be like darker and cozier because, you know, if you're gonna be like underground without windows, you gotta just embrace that and keep it nice and dark and cozy, because the bright walls just kind of like make it seem a lot more stark, and I don't like it. So I just threw some brick on the walls and this wallpaper from the base game, just to kind of mix and match. That's something I recommend with any kind of build that you do. Just mix and match your styles and don't try to specifically do one style only, because I feel like that's where you'll get stuck. But it did take me a little bit of time to kind of pull everything out and just kind of figure it out, because I was really just focusing on the build itself. I was like, I really appreciate that we got a pack like this, because it helps, create a new vibe. And like the TV stand being an old broken TV, and then that one's not functional, but the TV on top of it is, and I'm really, really happy about that. At least I think it's functional. This old bed here from the base game is actually, fits really well with the vibe. I kind of just wanted this to be like they maybe had someone living down here, or maybe it was a relative living here and they just moved out, or maybe it's just been a really long time since someone really has stayed down here and it's just full of old junk. And oh my goodness, I know for a fact that growing up, my grandmother, one of my grandmothers had a room like this. It wasn't an attic or a basement, it was just a room in her house, and it was full of old furniture, just old stuff that she's had for years, and it's all long gone now because it's been it's been like 20 years. But I remember specifically, seeing that stuff, and this just kind of reminded me of it. This shelf though is pretty interesting. We got a new shelf that's supposed to be kind of like, is it a bookshelf? Yeah, it's a bookshelf. I don't really understand the point of it, like the way it's just kind of like awkwardly shaped, but I don't hate it. It's really fun. I think it's going to add some really cool like shapes and stuff. I don't know. It's unique. But yeah, I keep going back and forth between like, using new items and then just being, let's throw in something from the base game. So that's something I've noticed lately a lot. Whenever doing just like a base game plus another pack, I can really like style things a lot differently, and it's really fun. But I really wanted to put some curtains around, just like some beaded curtains or something like those ones from City Living. But here is some decor that I'm pulling out now that is just some random little knickknacks here and there. And I wish this phone was functional, but it's not, sadly. The crate of vinyls is probably my favorite item, clearly. We love vinyls in this household. So I really, really liked that item. I thought that was a really nice touch. The trophies were really fun. I can see people using that for like storytelling and just like generation-based gameplay. The lamp was super cute. Like both of them, there's two lamps that came with this. There's like a regular, table lamp, and then there's like a floor lamp that's kind of like wobbly and broken. I thought that was so fun. And of course, the mattress, kind of the love bed taken apart. I absolutely love that item. Such a nice homage to The Sims 1. It's I know that it would be nice if we got the actual bed in game, but just seeing this kind of is just like, oh yeah, it's, back in the day of The Sims 1. It's just kind of like saying like The Sims 1's in the past, and we're still gonna appreciate it. I thought that was so fun. I don't know, I just I remember playing with that bed in The Sims 1 and just being like, oh my god, scandalous. Like, ooh, my Sims are, what does that mean, play in bed? I don't know. Oh, those were the days. I was playing The Sims 1 at too young of an age, as most of us did, honestly. I used this base game kind of room separator. I thought that kind of broke up the space nicely. And of course, the rubber plant that's from The Sims 1. It's directly from The Sims 1 too, which brings me so much joy, because The Sims 1's where I got my start in The Sims, and I didn't really get the chance to play The Sims 2 a whole lot when I was younger. I did later on when it was re-released, but I didn't really get the chance to have that nostalgia with it. So The Sims 1 is like where my nostalgia lies with The Sims, and oh my goodness, seeing that plant is just so fun. And we did get a painting with this kit as well. I didn't really use it very much. I could have used it more, honestly. I can definitely see it being used in a lot of family gameplay and stuff, because it has like pictures in it. I swear there's one that kind of low-key looks like Bob and Eliza pancakes, honestly. Maybe it's, I don't think it's them, but it just kind of reminds me of them. Yeah, I just tried to use items from the base game that kind of went with that vibe of just like old photographs, old things that they just don't really, they don't really have upstairs. Like this old painting here that's like the Yetis or whatever. Those are really fun because like it kind of looks like it's from the 70s or something. Sorry, my light just flickered and I was like, what's happening? But it's just the bulb is going out, so it's fine. And some old posters as well. I didn't really want it to be like all super matchy-matchy. Like there's a few touches of like other kinds of people that have been living in this space before. Like you could add this basement to kind of any of your homes, I think, and that would be really, really like a nice little addition. It's kind of nice because, you can be like, oh, a lot of people like lived down here. Maybe there was like, a rocker dude lived down here for a while, and there was a grandma that live down here, just like, different Sims, and like they just kind of left stuff over time, and that's just kind of what this is supposed to be. I think that's a little box of board games that's on that TV stand there too. I thought that was kind of fun. And then yeah, there really isn't a whole lot in this pack. Of course, it's a kit. It's supposed to be small, but I think it really is a nice kit. It's definitely worth it for me. I know it might not be worth it for everyone, but I'm a builder in The Sims. It's my main thing. I love building homes. I love building homes with a lot of like, just charm. I love like old, broken down looking items. I'm really a big fan of like rundown vibes. And so this kit is definitely going to come in handy so much. Definitely recommend it. I don't know why I'm paused here. I was getting kind of distracted at this point when I was building this, and I totally forgot to edit this out. Anyways, now that that's, over there, yeah, I don't know why I paused so long, but I was just trying to, throw in some more objects just to clutter up this space some more. The kitchen, it's obviously, you could use the kitchen, but I wanted it to not be functional because I was like, I think that there's just so much clutter down here that it's just not really a livable space. I just thought that was kind of fun, but you could use it nonetheless. Like you could just kind of move some objects and get rid of some stuff, and yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see someone take this and renovate it too. Like they could take all the objects, like they get rid of like the small bits and use like the main bits and just kind of like fix it up, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I just feel like this kit is going to be really handy in storytelling, and just like adding like depth and like bits and bobs here and there, like the boxes of clutter. Like there's the old couch. I love the old couch. I think that's my favorite item in the entire kit, is that couch, because we're going to be able to use that couch in just normal builds, because us, the Sims community, we love a good couch. We love a good set of counters. We love a good bed. Like we love the basics, And I did make this build a little bit slower. Instead of doing like a full on crazy speed build, I just kept it kind of low key because I really wanted you all to be able to look at the items and like actually kind of have me talk about them too. Do let me know if this is a good format though. I really had fun with this build, and it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery, and that will be under my username Luca Owens. It is LuccaOwens. I will try to put that in the description because I understand that some people have been having trouble finding me on the gallery because they just look up Luca. It's gonna be Luca Owens because I guess the Luca was too short. I don't know. Maybe it was already taken. I can't remember why. But yeah, I do also furnish a bathroom for this little space as well, but I didn't really use any of the new objects, so I'm probably not even really gonna go too deeply into that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little build. Do let me know in the comments down below if you want to keep seeing reviews like this of kits. I kind of prefer just doing little kit reviews because they're not big crazy packs. I don't feel overwhelmed and intimidated by them just because they're just little sets, and I like it. And you know what, I'm a big fan of kits. Do let me know in the comments if your opinions, because the algorithm does love a good comment. But yeah, that is everything today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I will speak to you all next time. Goodbye, witches.